Now, the question that we have to answer. What should we do to get out of this crisis? And in the papers, in the media, every political parties have their solution of that. But everybody agrees we must inject money in our roads, in our tunnels, in our bridges, in our infrastructure after decades of non-investment. And I think we will do that also. But we hear a lot about artificially sustaining demand by injecting even more money into the economy. But where do we find the money to inject into the economy? It is not falling from the sky. The money has to come from somewhere else in the economy. In effect, it's all about taking money from some and giving it to others. It's like taking a bucket of water in the deep end of a swimming pool and emptying it in the shallow end. A government cannot inject money into the economy unless it has first extracted from the economy, from the private sector, from the businesses, from the citizen, through taxes, or put us further into debt by borrowing. We are also being told by some experts or some commentators to continue to shop till we drop in order to kickstart the economy. In these uncertain times, when many could lose their jobs, this amounts to urging people to be irresponsible. This approach tells us that the more we consume, the richer we are. But the truth lies exactly in the opposite. The richer we are, the more stuff we can consume. And you get rich by working, by saving and investing real resources, and by becoming more productive. There are no other ways. There have been many examples of excessive government intervention in the economy and its result. Roosevelt prolonged the Great Depression by decade with his ultra-interventionist policies. The Japanese also implemented such policies after their real estate bubble burst in the late 1980s. The Japanese voted in huge spending package, and the Japanese central bank kept interest rate at 0%. Yes, 0% for several years. And you know what? It did not work. The only tangible result is that Japan went from the country with the smallest debt in the G7 in 1995 to the country with the largest debt today. And 20 years later, its economy is still in crisis. So I think the only thing more dangerous than this economic crisis may be our way of responding to it. If we intervene too much or in an inappropriate manner, we could very well aggravate and prolong the crisis. What we know, we need to permanently reduce the tax burden on businesses, on individuals, to allow them to better cope with this situation and get through this crisis. Because people, you know better than any politicians in Ottawa what to do, or bureaucrats, what to do with your money. You're the one who creates jobs. We don't create any job. The way that a government is